Our client recently converted 193 new house cleaning clients in 2 months, all from our marketing system. That's right, that means none of these leads came from Google local services, Yelp ads, Home Advisor, Angie's List. No, it was all from our marketing system. And in this video, I'm going to reveal exactly how we did it. And if you stay till the end, I will share with you a little excerpt that I had with the owner explaining the experience she had with our program. If this is your guys' first time tuning in, welcome to Celebrity Maid, the marketing agency that's specialized in helping cleaning businesses scale. So I don't want to waste any time. Let's dive into exactly how we did this. It's important to note that this was a multi-location franchise as opposed to a privately owned small cleaning business. Being a franchise definitely has its advantages when it comes to growth. One of the most obvious ones is having multiple locations means you target multiple locations, so you have a bigger audience size. These people serviced a good chunk of Canada in many different populated cities, so there was a big market for them. Next on the list is having more teams. So this applies to cleaners, virtual assistants, sales assistants, managers, etc. Also, having higher ad spends. All the locations combined put them at a daily budget of more than what most cleaning businesses are used to spending per day on advertising. And we'll talk more about these things in greater detail, but I want to preface this because if you're comparing your results to a multi-location franchise, you're always going to feel behind compared to sometimes these aggressive growth numbers. And most single location companies just do not have the resources to convert 193 new clients in 2 months. And that is fine. It is much better to focus on relative growth versus absolute growth. So I want to cover some of the key details to their success. And the first point that we'll go into is actually talking about the advertising. So the approach that we used for this company, as well as many other cleaning companies, is a combination of both Google ads and Facebook ads. Let's start with Google ads. If you don't know, Google is search-based advertising, meaning your ads are only going to appear based on certain keywords that customers are searching for. So if you take what I call generic house cleaning terms, such as house cleaning or housekeeping or a maid service, we had specific ads targeting these keywords that spoke to somebody who would be searching for these services. So something like a busy parent, working professional, or even a single person who doesn't have a lot of time. And we crafted ads that spoke very much so to that avatar. So if someone was searching for these keywords, an example ad might read, "Are you a busy parent who is struggling getting behind with the cleaning? I think we can help." Then we also had more what I call specialty. So these would be ads targeting keywords like move in, move out clean, deep cleaning, post-construction cleaning, etc. And these wouldn't speak so much to a busy homeowner, but more so a realtor, property manager, or someone who's just selling their home and needs a cleaning quick. So targeting both avatars was really important. And now with Facebook ads, this is impression-based marketing, meaning you're spending money to get in front of everybody's eyeball, regardless if they have intent towards a cleaning service. One of the main factors to our success with Facebook ads is having authentic video content. That is what we're seeing perform really well. And the point of this content is not so much to look like an ad, something that you might see trending on TikTok or Instagram Reels, and trying to emulate that as much as possible. We also separated each location's video with location tags. And this is necessary not just for organization, but also to add relevance to our video ads. If we just used one location tag, let's say British Columbia, and put that in all of our videos targeting different cities, I guarantee you it would not have the same click-through rate and conversion rate as our approach, which was to put the individual cities based on where we were targeting. So both these Google ads and Facebook ad leads were funneled to the same landing page, and I'll actually throw up something right here so you can check out the landing page that we used. If you notice, it's nothing fancy whatsoever. This company did have a website, but we preferred a more simpler and linear approach to collect these leads info. And then lastly, we also used UTM tracking for when these leads opted in so that we can know exactly where they came from. And I recommend you do this if you are going to be using an omnipresent marketing approach. So number 2 is going to be the fulfillment. And guys, there is no point in generating all these leads if you don't have the resources to actually fulfill them. So this could be anything from the sales to the cleaners and so on and so forth. Let's start with the sales. After a lead comes in, how does the team handle it? Having multiple sales assistants is absolutely necessary to get this many bookings and convert this many leads. Think about it this way. If you're doing the sales yourself, or even if you have a virtual assistant, imagine having hundreds of phone calls and text threads with leads on a weekly basis. You're gonna get so overwhelmed, it's just not feasible. So this company was blessed with having highly trained assistants that had sales experience and they could handle this type of volume. Here's a breakdown of the system. A lead submits their contact details. The franchisee and sales VA get notified immediately. There's an automated email and SMS sequence that starts sending out to the leads to warm them up. And as soon as the lead responds, the VA is on top of it and pushes for the phone call. That's it. Pretty fancy, right? Next comes the cleaning. So franchisees often have the experience of a very extensive vetting and hiring process, and they need to if they're going to be managing a big team of cleaners. So they had that box checked, and most smaller companies just do not have the team to handle 20 plus new homes per week. So being able to get that many bookings on the calendar is huge if you have the team to support it. Now, I wasn't too concerned with the cleaners' abilities to wow the customers with their service. After all, this company has been in business for several years. They already have a long list of recurring clients and that experience. And what I told these guys, as well as everybody else, is that for every 10 initial cleans that you do, if 30% of those folks turn into recurring clients, that means your team's probably doing a pretty good job. Luckily, they were right within those numbers. So the third key takeaway I want to talk about is scaling. Now, a lot of cleaning business owners are afraid to scale their ads, and maybe it's because they don't want to lose their money, or they're afraid that if they increase their budget, it's not going to scale linearly. But the great news is that when you have your ads dialed in, everything from the creative to the ad copy to the description to the landing page, etc., there's a good chance that the more money that you spend, especially if it's working, the more customers you're going to get. Simple enough. But the craziest thing about these folks specifically is that across all 5 of their locations, their ad spend wasn't big at all. In fact, I've worked with some single location cleaning companies that actually had a higher daily ad budget than these guys did. And this is great news for all of you guys that operate a small to medium-sized cleaning business, because it validates the idea that ad spend is one of the most accessible levers that you can pull to increase lead flow. Location, you don't really have much control of that. And with fulfillments, depending on how big your team is, how many assistants, cleaners you have, again, you're limited to growth based on that. But ad budget, that's decided by you. There is no limit to how much you can spend. All right, guys, so we just covered the main 3 takeaways to why I believe these guys had success following our marketing system. And as promised, I said I would share with you a nice little interview that I had with the owner, Olga. So enjoy that. Looks like you guys crossed 100 sales in just over a month. That's amazing.
100 sales? You mean 100 clients, right? Something like that.
Yeah.
Is it good? You can compare to other companies. Is it good?
It's really good. That might actually be a record. I feel like I should be sending you guys a t-shirt or something, or a medal, because most people don't do that. So
that's very good. I'd like to hear that. We also shared this to our office, where the girls that are closing, to cheer them up, because this is very successful so far, better than anything that we did before. I'm just excited to do the same to all the other territories. This is a secret sauce and it's working.
Now, if you guys are interested in having this system implemented into your own cleaning business so that you could sit back, not have to worry about the marketing, and experience new leads coming in every single day and new bookings on a weekly basis, I have a treat for you. Click in the link in the description of this video. There's going to be a page where you could fill out a quick survey, answer a couple quick questions about your company, and if we feel that your company is a good fit for our marketing system, the next step will be to book a free consultation. We'll share the overview of our system, learn more about your company, and see if we can work together. All right, guys, that is it for this video. Thanks again for tuning in to Celebrity Maid. I'll catch you for the next one.